Tropical rainforests. What are rainforests like? It's called a rainforest due to the amount of rainfall it gets each year. Rainforests have an annual rainfall of at least 100 inches, 254 centimeters, and often much more. Rainforests are very dense, warm and wet forests. There are 4 layers to a rainforest. Emergent layer, very sunny because it is the very top. Only the tallest trees reach this level. Who lives here? Birds, butterflies and small monkeys live with bats, snakes and bugs. Canopy layer, much of the rain is stopped by the thick foliage. Most trees in the forest grow to this height. There are plants that grow in the canopy layer. Their roots don't reach the ground. These are called air plants. Who lives here? Birds, monkeys, frogs, and sloths, as well as lizards, snakes and many insects. Understory layer, many vines, dense vegetation, not much light. Who lives here? Birds, butterflies, frogs and snakes. Forest floor, dark, damp, full of many dead leaves, twigs and dead plants. The forest floor is dark due to the trees above stopping the sunlight from entering the forest. It is estimated that only 2% of the sunlight actually reaches the floor. Who lives here? Jaguars in South America, gorillas and leopards in Africa and tapirs and tigers and elephants in Asia. Deforestation refers to the permanent removal of trees from a forested area, resulting in the conversion of a forested land into non-forested land. It is often caused by human activities such as logging, agricultural expansion, cattle farming, mining, and infrastructure development. Logging is the practice of cutting down trees for commercial purposes, such as making paper or furniture. In some cases, selective logging is used to remove only the most valuable or mature trees, while in other cases, clear cutting is used to remove all the trees in a particular area. Agricultural expansion, especially for large-scale farming, is another major cause of deforestation. Forested land is often cleared to make way for crop cultivation, such as soybeans, palm oil, and other cash crops. Similarly, cattle farming often requires the clearing of large areas of forested land for pasture. Mining and infrastructure development, such as building roads and dams, also contribute to deforestation. Mining often requires the removal of trees to access mineral deposits, while infrastructure development can lead to the fragmentation of forests and the loss of habitat for wildlife. Overall, deforestation is driven by a variety of factors, including the demand for timber and agricultural products, population growth, and economic development. However, the loss of forests can have significant environmental impacts, including soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, and increased greenhouse gas emissions. Can the rainforests be saved? Habitat rebuilding. Replanting trees is known as reforestation and is possible in some areas. Vegetation will regrow if it is allowed to. Although diversity will be poor at first, some species will return. Some areas can be made sustainable, e.g. low-level harvesting and low-intensity logging. Help from home. We can all help to save the rainforest in a small way. Only use paper that comes from sustainable trees. Only eat locally sourced beef. Much of the farming in the Amazon is for cattle farming. Recycle. Especially wood, paper and rubber, all of which may come from the rainforest. Buy products that are Rainforest Alliance. These producers support the rainforest. Ecotourism. This is promoting people to visit the rainforests but in a sustainable way. Things you can do include: stay in local hotels rather than chains like Hilton. Use companies that employ local people and don't destroy the environment. Support wildlife sanctuaries. Protected areas. Some areas may be protected because they are an ecological hotspot, e.g. they have lots of rare plants and animals. This will mean that these areas cannot be destroyed by law. The Brazilian government have made some areas reserves similar to national parks in the UK. The impact of deforestation. Trees and soil in rainforests absorbs and store carbon. It is estimated up to 20% of carbon dioxide in the world that is contributing to climate change comes from the rainforests. This is mainly because of burning areas of rainforest to clear them and the loss of carbon absorption from cutting them down.